Now, I am so sorry to the breakdancing community. That was not breakdancing. What's up, everybody? How's it going? This is your boy, the Guccino. Nice to meet you. If you're new here on the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. This woman, Rachel, is crazy to the point where she went to the Olympics and she did that on the Olympics. I mean, that is nuts. Personally, she humiliated herself by doing that. And if she thinks, oh, I'm doing it because you gotta believe in everything you can do or whatever, come on. If you start on believing on, oh yeah, I can do anything I want to do, all the way leading you up to the Olympics, I am sorry, but the Olympic is meant for the highest top ranking athletes in the world. And if you think this talent right here is enough to be one of the top people in the world, that is not it. And I am so sorry to Australia, but what did you do? Because to lead somebody all the way to the Olympics, they gotta go through many championships in their own country. And to judge her to the point where she makes it through many championships all the way to the Olympics, what happened during those championships? And the thing is, what I believe, and through a little bit of research, I've seen that to actually participate in the Olympics as an Australian, there are actually a whole bunch of guidelines and formalities that you gotta go through. And basically, the best they could do is Rachel. But hey, they wanted to send somebody, and Rachel was there, and look at what she did. She was dancing like a squirrel. But then at the same time, look at what the rest of the world was saying.
And look, I'm as ready to applaud someone having a go as the next person, but that doesn't mean that every child must win a prize. I mean, all credit to our magnificent Olympian team that's bringing back a record swag of medals, but a dud performance is a dud performance. There's no point pretending otherwise. I mean, breakdancing was one of those new sports introduced to us at Paris. At best, it's a cross between dancing and gymnastics. I mean, what you can see there is some brilliant people at a recent Red Bull competition. That's what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like, but it's not what it's supposed to look like.
Unfortunately, our competitor, Rachel Gunn, a 36-year-old university lecturer who wrote her thesis on gender in Sydney's breakdancing scene, well, she got precisely 0 points in 3 rounds of competition.
Wow, look at that picture. She looks so cool though.
But anyone who says that she's a pretty ordinary performer, well, those criticisms have been called out.
Here we go, the squirrel.
As misogyny. Now, come on, if we want to compete, female or male even, you've got to accept the umpire's decision and the views of those who watch what you do. Former Socceroo Craig Foster has hit out at it and said that anyone who's criticising Gunn is un-Australian. Now, give me a break. Any way you cut it, her performances were crap. How on earth did she even qualify? But if you listen to the Prime Minister, well, she's a role model, he says, who should be praised for having a crack. Now, come on. I thought the whole point of the Olympics was to celebrate competition, not mere participation. What a waste of taxpayers' money. And what a cheap shot to claim justifiable criticism isn't allowed because Gunn's a woman. I mean, that's embarrassing to all the magnificent other female athletes who have excelled.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels like they wanted it to be there just to participate and not to excel at the sport. So they didn't even send their most excellent breakdancer. They sent just somebody that can participate. And that's kind of nuts coming from the Olympics, because the Olympics is not about just all participating. It's about being the best at representing your country in a specific sport. So basically you're telling us that Australia, out of all the Australians we know, that is the best that Australia's got. And that is wrong, because that's not it. I've seen a whole bunch of videos online about Australian breakdancers and they're all better than this. I mean, come on. This article right here even says how she made it. Look at how she made it to the Olympics and how she divided the breaking world. Gunn was always a dancer, albeit in jazz, tap, and ballroom first, but it was her husband and coach, Samuel Free, that introduced her to the world of breaking when she was 20. She says it took years to find her place in the male-dominated scene. There were times that I would go into the bathroom crying because I was so embarrassed at how terrible I was at this. Well, she was pretty terrible, and she still is, because if she thinks she is good, she is not. Even though Gunn became the face of breaking in Australia, a top-ranked B-girl and an academic with a PhD in the cultural politics of the sport. So basically, it's not even like, oh no, she doesn't know what she's doing. Of course, she knows what she's doing. She's got even a PhD on the subject, but the theory and the practice is not the same. So what she's practicing is animal figures, is not breakdancing. Even from her previous videos of breakdancing, you could see that she didn't have that talent, but sometimes she would always win on technicalities and luck, all the way to lead her to the Olympics at some point. And it's nuts that she went all that way and that all of those people throughout her way gave her a yes, you're good to go, you can do it. Well, what she was doing was foolish. But I'll let you see one of her old videos. Here we go.
We got one more tune, and I know you're gonna love it. Well, we got one more tune, and I know you're gonna love it. I stand with a mic in my hand, I get excited, and the force of the world that can keep me down tonight. I stand with a mic in my hand, I get excited, and the force of the world that can keep me down, down, down.
And right after all of that backlash, she comes out and she actually says this.
I just want to start by thanking all the people who have supported me. I really appreciate the positivity, and I'm glad I was able to bring some joy into your lives. That's what I hoped. I didn't realize that that would also open the door to so much hate, which is frankly been pretty devastating. Well, I went out there and I had fun. I did take it very seriously. I worked my butt off preparing for the Olympics and I gave my all. I'm going to be in Europe for a few weeks for some pre-planned downtime, but I'd really like to ask the press to please stop harassing my family, my friends, the Australian breaking community, and the broader street dance community. Everyone has been through a lot as a result of this, so I ask you to please respect their privacy. I'll be happy to answer more questions on my return to Australia.
Swear to God, she was trolling. She was trolling from the beginning. I don't believe in her own personal story where she believes that she truly has that talent and that what she did was truly correct, and that's why she got a whole 0 in the Olympics. And now that everything came out, and now that everybody saw her and saw what she did, she's actually coming out with a message to the world saying, stop harassing me. I totally understand no one should be harassed, but you should get a little bit of backlash about what you did, especially in the Olympics, because at that point she completely disrespected the Olympics, her country, and the breakdancing, specifically breakdancing. So at some point, I totally understand the backlash. The backlash on her family is a little bit too much, but the little backlash that she got on her, understandable. And that's why nobody should feel ashamed about that. I swear to God, Rachel should just quit dancing forever. She is done. That was the cherry on top of the cake, and she's not done for breakdancing anymore. Hopefully you guys like this video. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about her breakdancing in the Olympics, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. See you on the next one. Peace.